Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's yoga flow is for thyroid healing. So if you would like to grab yourself a yoga block just to pop yourself onto, sit yourself onto your block, starting off with our meditation. So begin to roll your shoulders back, loosen off any tension, any stress, any worries. Just really try and let go through your 20-minute practice here. Place one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your lower belly, and just let your eyes start to close. Really relax your face and your shoulders. Connecting inwards with your breath. Taking that inhale breath through the nose. And just pause. Hold it. Exhale, let it out through your mouth. Again, take an inhale breath. Hold. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, breath. Hold. Exhale everything out. Place one hand onto your knee and the opposite hand to knee. Bow your chin to your chest. Pause here. Set any intention you wish. And then we'll start to open up through your throat. Gaze into the sky. Beginning to find a flow. Bring your chin to your chest. Pull the belly back to your spine. And then inhale. I'm going to start to look up. Open through the heart. Shine your heart forward. Shine your thyroid towards the sky. Exhale again. Round it through. Squeeze your belly back towards the spine. Inhale. Pull your heart forward. Open your heart. Lift that eye gaze. Now start to round your spine, just moving in a little fluidity, flowing from one hip to the opposite hip. So just taking your flow, breathing in through the nose, exhaling, finding this little wave movement from one hip, moving clockwise, anti-clockwise, and we'll start to reach those arms up. Inhale towards the sky. Big exhale, cactus the elbows, lift your heart up. Let's go again. Inhale, sweep those arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, really cactus the elbows. Let your heart lift. Maybe find a little flow through your body, just waving it out. Let's do one more here. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Really let your shine of the heart and your thyroid lift. Now roll out those shoulders. Move your block away if you were sitting on one. Just find your way to your tabletop position. So getting ready for your inhale breath, open to your cow here. And then exhale, round your spine, pull your belly in towards your spine. And again, inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, round it through, squeeze that core nice and tight. Inhale, option, bend those elbows a little bit more. And then exhale, tuck and round, chin to your chest, squeeze that core. Option for a little wag of your tail here, just looking from one hip to the opposite hip, stretching through the side of your waist into your obliques. Just loosening off any tension in your lower back. Now tuck your toes. We're going to hover the knees about an inch away from the floor, no higher. Really squeeze through your core. Make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders. Spread out your fingers nice and wide here. Squeeze. Hold in here for a few more seconds. And then untuck your toes, drop your knees. Inhale, shine the heart to the sky. And get ready as we lift those hips to your downward facing dog. So as always for the first part of class, let's just start to walk your heels down into the mat a few times, shaking out any tension at all. If you want to find a little sway from one hip to the opposite hip, just bending those knees, pulling one hip back to the end of the mat and then the opposite hip, just anything you need. And let's lower those knees back to the floor. Let's find a little flow here, round into your cat and then exhale back to your dog. Drop your knees. Inhale, shine the heart to cow. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Pull your belly back as we find our way back up to our dog. Beginning to step your right foot forward to lizard and drop the back knee down. Inhale, right elbow pulls back cactus. Shoot the right arm across to the left corner of the mat, stretching. Inhale, cactus the elbow, lift the heart. And again, reach that right arm to the left hand corner. Inhale, cactus the elbow, pull that heart back, lizard twist. And then lower your right hand down, step back into your down dog. Inhale, ripple forward to your high plank. Open to your upward facing dog. Shine that heart and thyroid to the sky. Exhale, pull back downward dog. Step your left foot forward to lizard. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, reach the left hand, right corner of the mat. Inhale, cactus. And again, reach across to the right hand corner. Inhale, cactus, that left elbow, pull it back, lift through the heart, reach to the right hand corner, stretch it out. Hold it there for a breath, and then lower your left hand down and step back into your down dog. Inhale forward to plank, open to your up dog, shine your heart and thyroid to the sky. Breathe it here. Exhale, pull the belly back. Drop your knees to the floor and find your child's pose. Take your knees nice and wide, bring your big toes together and just relax. Now making our way into the easy camel, bring the hands behind your hips, lift your heart to the sky and let your throat start to open. Option to lift your hips away from the heels if you'd like a bit more of a bigger stretch through your front of the quads. Just drop your head back, shining that thyroid to the sky to allow healing, to create space to heal. And lower your hips down. Sweep those arms up, take a big inhale breath. And just reach across to the left, stretch it out. Reach to the right, stretch it out. Inhale, cactus, lift that heart to the sky. And then exhale, just turn yourselves all the way around, bringing your legs out in front. So moving anything to the side there, we're going to reach the arms in front and just roll down through your C curve, nice and slowly, all the way down onto your mat. Bringing both knees in towards your chest. Just give yourself a little hug, rock along the spine. So we're going to find tabletop. Bring your knees directly in line with your hips. A little bit of core here, guys, a little bit of spice. Reach your arms behind your head. Start to lift your head and shoulders. Toe taps to the mat, singles. Breathing in, start to tap one toe down and that opposite toe. Squeezing through your core. Now, if you can, try and lift your head a little bit higher as you tap those toes down to the floor. Really firing up into your core. I had to give you some core, guys, to give you some spice while we're stretching at the same time. Keep it going. Tap your knee, tap your toes. Now, little crunches, little pulses. Keep it moving up and down. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We in for a hold. Reach those arms up to the sky. Lengthen your fingertips in that dead bug position. Now lower your head. Start to extend your right leg. Start to extend the left leg. Now we're going to alternate. So we're in our dead bug position, guys. Right leg nice and long. Bring it back to table. Left leg nice and long. Bring it back to table. And let's keep going. Right leg nice and long. Bring it back to table. So it's inhale as we lengthen. Exhale, bring the knee back. And again, inhale long. Exhale to table. Inhale long. Exhale to table. Inhale long. Exhale table. Inhale long. Exhale table. And then just hold. Stay in your dead bug. Squeeze your lower abs. Push your tailbone down into that mat. Make sure it has not lifted off the floor. Point your toes. Hold in here just a few more breaths. Now curl your head and shoulders off the mat. Reach your hands beside your thighs and start to extend those legs to 45 or maybe lower. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Keep that left leg long. Hold it there. And then bring that opposite knee. Hold it there. Lift those heads and shoulders a little higher if you can. Bring your knees to table. Lower your feet. Place them slightly beside your glutes and lift up to your bridge pose. Hold your bridge. Then flow your hips to the floor. Take your arms over your head and begin with our bridge flow here. So as we inhale, sweep your arms over your head. Your hips start to lower. As we exhale, lift those hips and thighs towards the sky. And if you want a bit more, squeeze your butts. Inhale, lift those arms over your heads. And again, exhale, lift those hips, squeeze your butt at the top, press the palms down. Inhale, lift the arms over, lower your hips. Exhale, lift those hips up, press down through those heels, lift a little higher. Now stay in this bridge. We're going to walk your shoulders underneath your back, start to interlock your hands and get that nice stretch out of your shoulders. So bridge is an amazing pose to stretch into your digestive system. So we are going to stay here for a few more seconds. Start to lift and lengthen your right leg towards the sky. If you want any bits of movement there in that right ankle, just circle it out. Lower your right leg, lift your left leg. Again, any bits of movement in that left leg, just start to roll it out. Lift those hips a little bit higher if you can. Lower your leg and stay in that bridge just a little bit longer. Lift those hips higher. Really press up into the heels. Push them down and lift your hips up high, high, high. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. And sweep your arms up and around over your head and roll the spine one vertebra all the way back down onto your mat. Take your time, guys, no rush. Bring your knees to your chest and start to lift your plough pose. So if you can, take your legs all the way over your head. If you can't, just stay up with legs up the wall if you need to, or butterfly even. So bringing your feet over your head. So this is an amazing stretch for your thyroid as well. So we are creating circulation in our thyroid. Just try not to move your neck. Keep your hands back towards your heels if you want to find more of that hamstring stretch, if that feels nice. Option to keep your toes down on the floor, or you can turn your toes the opposite way so your toenails are actually on the floor if you'd like to turn them down. If not, just stay there and plow. Other option, if you'd like to put your hands beside your mat and start to interlock them, push down into your fists and just lengthen out through your arms. And if you'd like to close your eyes here, just let your eyes close. Maybe take your legs out a little bit wider. And then just hold that plow and really stretch out into your legs. Press the energy out through the heels. And if your legs were apart, just begin to bring them back together as we draw the knees down towards your face, towards your ears. Place the hands down beside the mat and start to curl and roll your way all the way down onto your back. Take your time, one vertebra all the way to the floor. And then gently start to press those heels back into the floor and lift back up to your bridge. Stretching out through the arms, reaching them over your head. Lift those hips a little bit higher. Now maybe just start to find a little bit of fluidity, flowing, waving through those hips. So finding a wave through the left hip to the right hip and just keep it moving. And if that feels good, stay there for a little longer. But if you're ready, let's come all the way down nice and slow and find our way to fish. Place your hands underneath your glutes. Press your elbows into the floor, point your toes, squeeze your inner thighs together. Really lift your heart to the sky. And if you can, I know this is difficult for some people, but if you can, drop the crown of your head onto the floor. If you can't get the head down, grab yourself a yoga block and place it so your head is supported and rested. Shine your thyroid towards the sky. We want to create new blood, create new circulation, allow the blood to move into our thyroid, to allow it to heal, to create the space to heal itself. And if it feels good, just let your eyes close. Breathing in, breathing out. As soon as you're ready, just start to guide your knees back in towards your chest, curling yourself into a nice tight little ball. Grab behind the backs of the thighs and roll your way all the way up to find your downward dog. And just pause for a breath as we start to walk our hands back towards our feet. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Now inhale, sweep those arms up towards the sky. Nice soft bend of the knees. We're going to cactus the elbows. As you exhale, let it all go down to your toes. Inhale, sweep those arms up towards the sky. Exhale, let it all go. Cactus, open your heart. Feel your breath moving through your body. Again, inhale, lift the heart, shine it to the sky. Open your thyroid to the sky, guys. And exhale, come back. This time we're going to find our goddess. So just turn into the middle of your mat. Feet, knees are aligned with your second toes. We're going to flow it here, guys. So cactus your elbows. Bend those knees, open those inner thighs, and just start to find a little dance, a little bit of a flow, anything that comes to you naturally, guys. This is not about stagnation. This is about moving life into our body, getting the blood flowing, getting the circulation flowing. Whatever you need here, just move. Let it flow, let it breathe. Big inhale breath. Cactus, shine that heart to the sky. Come back into that goddess. Awakening the body, awakening your thyroid. Everything is alive and breathing. That is what we want. Inhale, sweep up the arms to the sky. Exhale, take those arms out. Now we're going to just start to push the walls away. Push it out to the left, push it out to the right, and just find that little sway from side to side. Again, I always say it does not matter what you look like, just flow it out. Sweep one arm up. Find that nice side body stretch. And then sweep it across to the opposite side and lift it across. And then just start to find this little wave. So we want to reach across and stretch through one side of the waist. And then reach across and do it again. And then just place those hands on the thighs and just dance it out. Stretching through your inner hips, your thighs, awakening all of the blood, moving through your hips. Inhale, arms to the sky, and just pause here. Find that star, interlock your hands, and then release. Lower your hands to the floor, step your way back into your down dog. Inhale forward, ripple through water, plank position. Lower down into your upward dog. We're going to stay here for a few seconds. Lift your heart, lift your thyroid. Moving back slowly to down dog. Lift your right leg up and flip it over to find your wild thing. Lift that heart to the sky. Take a breath in. Lower your right hand down and back to dog. Flip the opposite leg over. Lift those hips to the sky. Shine your heart to the sky. Really try and get your hip bones lifting up nice and high, guys. Bring it all the way back to the floor. And then find your high plank. Pause in your high plank. We are going to stay here. Stack your wrists to shoulders. Soften through your knees. Option for a little soar. Moving forward and back. Forward and back. Pressing the energy out through your heels. And then lower your knees. One push up down to the floor. Chaturanga. Inhale back into your up dog or a cobra. Shine that heart. Lift through the throat. Option for a little twist. Look to the left. And then look to the right. Just twist it all out. Hold it there. Pull your shoulders back away from those ears. Look up to the sky. Again, we are going to stay here. Lift for a breath. And then press those hips back on your exhale. Find your child's pose. Drop your head towards the floor. Relax your shoulders. And then slowly make your way up, guys. Find a comfortable seated position. Inhale again, sweep those arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, pull them down into your heart. Again, inhale, lift those arms to the sky, shine your thyroid to the sky, exhale, bring it to the heart. Place one hand onto your throat, one hand onto your belly. Again, let your eyes close, relax your shoulders. Inhale through the nose. Big breath out, exhale. Send all the energy into your thyroid, allowing this time to heal, regenerate, repair. Again, breathe it all in. Exhale it out. One more inhale. Exhale out. Thank you so much, guys. Bow your head down. And I hope you enjoyed that. And if you enjoyed the class, give me a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next video. Hey guys, my new book, Breast Health, is out on Amazon. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It is on breast cancer and the reasons behind why we get breast cancer. Also, how to prevent it and what to do if it does happen to you. So as you know from following my stories maybe this week, I have been talking a lot about estrogen and the detox pathways of our liver. So if our liver sends estrogen down the toxic one, which is 16-OH as well as 4-OH, what happens is it's driving cancer. So how do we stop that? We need to get it down the 2-OH pathway. This is what is in my book, Breast Health. So if you're interested, have a look on Amazon. And if you do buy it, I would love to hear from you and just to see what you think about it. Also, in other news, I have partnered with the Do Not Age company, the health organization for NMN. So they sell lots of different supplements as well. So if you want your if you need any probiotics for your gut health, if you need omega-3s, Had a client last week who was asking me about her coenzyme Q10, so you can also buy Q10 from me. So use my link if you are buying supplements from Do Not Age, and use my code DannyGut for 10% off as well. They do have a Black Friday sale also at this moment. They don't usually do sales, so if you want anything, have a check out with their Black Friday sale. I like NMN. It is one of my favorite supplements at this moment because it's helping to repair my DNA, and not only that, I notice the benefits because it gives me energy. And that's something I need in my job, teaching yoga, Pilates and bar, and also seeing private clients, nutrition appointments. I need the energy. So NMN is helping support me with that, because as much as I do usually have a lot of energy, I do get tired as well because I'm giving and giving and giving a lot. So NMN, for so many different health reasons, which I've covered in a few stories before, check it out on Do Not Age website.